Good morning, cyber traders, and happy Monday, everyone. Welcome back, as usual, the brand new week here on the trading floor. And let me tell you, what an interesting, what an interesting situation with this Tesla. Oh my God! So, if you were in my cyber group room, actually, I'm sorry, if you were in class in phase 3 for all the platinum gold students that were there, you all know I got out of my Tesla. Okay, I sold it. It was in class. And we got out. Class was here. Where were we? Here we are. So here's Monday. So Tuesday I got out of it right around here, and I was quite upset because it was, I'm sorry, it wasn't that day. It was this day. Okay, it was the 4th. So we started going down. I'm like, damn it. You know what? The stock was at a high around 63. And I'm like, oh man, I just gave away like an extra 30 points on it. Didn't want to do that. And then I saw it come back a little bit, but then it started trending down. And like, thank God I got out of it because you could see it right here. I know a lot of you here in class also got out of it. Now, listen, I've been a big fan with Tesla. I mean, it was great because of the big crash on it. And let me just show you right here. We had that big rally in November, ran to almost 500, came all the way back down here around 225, and we had a really good run on that stock. And there was a lot of good runs in a lot of stocks out there, but you saw everything that's going on now. Elon Musk was buddy with President Trump, and now all of a sudden you got the exchange of words, now you have exchange of contracts. And I think a lot of it is part of the beautiful bill that they're coming out with. I don't know if anyone's been doing their homework and seeing, but I think a lot has to do with the mandates. So what they want to do on the new bill is they want to eliminate the Green New Deal. Okay. And obviously Tesla, you get the $7,500 tax credit. The last thing they want to do is remove that because that will bring up the price of the cars that much more money. Huge blow for Tesla if they do that. So this is one of the reasons why the stock's going down. Now, listen, I'm out of it. I'm a huge fan. I hope the thing gets crushed because I want to buy it back again. It's just a fun stock. I would love to get it back at 200 again. And listen, we saw that with Boeing with the deal. So you got to take what's happening in this presidency and what they talk about because it does affect a lot of these stocks. Now, regarding about last week, it just wasn't Tesla that did pretty well. I'm just bringing up a brand name. My God, we had a great week last week, okay? We had stocks that had some really, really big runs. You had the SBET that ran from like $5 to 120, and it did make some moves the following week. We also had MCTR. That one stock ran from 5 to 50. Was a great stock, great short squeeze. That's a clear point of a great short squeeze right there. That one did really well. Tops did really well too. Went from 6 to 11. MULN was another big runner that we had last week, $5.25. So you could see how day trading is so much fun. Actually, that was probably my best trade last week. If you were in the trading floor, I jumped in. I was getting alerts. Josh and Rich were messaging in the alert in our alerts, which a lot of you can get on X2 and on Telegram. And I came in back. Let me look at the stock. It was a beautiful Fausto flag, and we saw consolidation. And boom, the stock. Literally, and we were trading this in class too. We had like $5, went to $7. I ended up paying like $17 and ran to 25. Great move on that one. I think that was my favorite trade. A couple of the stocks also I did pretty well too. APLD was a very good runner, and this thing has just been really strong. Really strong. Every day it's been up every day. And this stock obviously not only been a good day trade, it's been a very, very good swing trade. And also QBTS was another great mover. Quantum stocks are still looking very hot, moving very well. And a lot has to do with that with NVIDIA. NVIDIA has just been really, really, really strong. $100 stock at the lows, already about 140. So things up about 50%, still holding pretty strong. When I go over here and when I look at the big iceberg orders right here on NVIDIA, remember, we still got that big order that's hovering right around 145 and 150. I'll bring that over here so you guys could see it. And remember, this is only pre-market. We see that number jump almost 5 times. This could be 2 million, 3 million. So a lot of resistance there. Not seeing a lot of buyers, but major resistance levels there. So am I a buyer in it? Listen, if it gets past 150, yes. Until now, I'm sitting on the sidelines watching it. One other stock that did really well too last week is Palantir. I actually jumped back into Palantir. I bought more of it. I didn't buy PLTR. I bought the ETF, which, by the way, it's amazing how many people here do not know about the ETFs. That some people they want to trade the stocks, but they can't afford it. Some people didn't know that Tesla had the ETF, a TSLL. I mean, we did really well with that one. There's just so many of them out there. And once again, make sure we're gonna watch. We're gonna look for our new video coming out on that of how to trade those ETFs on those stocks. But it's been a really, really fun day on those. Now, what's going on this morning? There are a couple of stocks that are moving up pretty nicely this morning. We have this one stock just right now that just made a big pop right here. Once again, 9 o'clock in the morning. This is why we started. This is where these things come out of the blue. So we have the stock SNPX. Program trading is kicking in. Let me see where the orders are out there on the right of the chart. Let's bring that up right here. SNPX. Here we are. So a lot of green balls means a lot of buying going on. Not really seeing too much reds. They're going to probably get some profit taking right now. Stock just made a big run. It looks like it's a category 3 or higher as we see it right now, maybe even a 4. But nice little stock, great mover, up about 71%. Here's another one, kind of gapped up. It's kind of flat. Don't like this stock because if you look long term, stock really kind of maxed out right here. A lot of resistance levels around at 225. So I probably will put this on the B list. And, everyone knows what day today is, right? Today's Monday. Mondays are always really kind of difficult coming back, especially in the smack middle of the summer. Listen, even I was just talking to Josh earlier, there really wasn't that much out there moving as much as we liked on Friday. But Friday was a gorgeous day. And I did tell you, I'm going to bring it up every Friday. I live here in Long Island, New York. There's something called the Hamptons, one of the richest real estates in the world. The richest people in the world go there. And, a lot of this is Wall Street. They all rent summer homes out there. They own homes. They want to get out of here. The summer really sucked here so far. It's been cold. It's been miserable. The weekend was miserable again, but they're trying to make the best of it. So if they get a day off, they're going to take off. And remember, Wall Street's on vacation. You're on vacation. Another stock that's also moving up pretty nice, ELAB. Put this on your watch list, ELAB. Nice little mover. Stock you could see had multiple stock splits down here, down to $2. We know the stock is really technically not 2, but you know what? It's making a move today. Why not? There's a little bit of an ETF. All right, so we're still at 20%, which is kind of interesting. CTOR is not bad. CTOR, nice little inexpensive stock, up 19%, 7 million shares. I was looking over here on the orders. Looks a little Lego-ish to me. If you look right here, a little Lego-ish. So be careful of that one. MTSR. Looking like it's moving up pretty decent. By the way, Bitcoin is doing great. So that I know that's a stock that's been up pretty well. I think it's up like $3,000 this morning. So IBIT's moving up $2. Put IBIT on your watch list. You can see IBIT's moving up, IBIT. So all the ETFs, also nuclear stocks, very volatile. You know what? If they keep consolidating here at these prices, that's going to be pretty good. We all know that between AI, electric cars, everything else, we need power. Okay. And I'm not a scientist. I'm not whatever, but I don't know if we could, I don't know how many windmills you could put out in the ocean. I don't know how many solar panels you could build. Now they're saying that China's, has something to do with the solar panels and, whatever, because they're building them. At the end of the day, nuclear power is probably going to be it. And with this presidency, that's all he cares about. It's, they're building them better, cheaper. Europe is using them. You know what? Keep an eye on these. Even though I know they're projecting what they're going to be 5-10 years from now, it does take time to build them, but they are doing pretty well. Another big run up that's moving up this morning that I was reading up this morning is Archer's moving up pretty nicely too. ACHR. They're apparently, I was reading an article over the weekend that the President Trump wants to do a lot more drones. They built some supersonic drones right now. This is a military company. They're doing really well. Joby's doing really well. Red Cat's doing pretty well. All these All the drone stocks are doing pretty well. And you know what? So unmanned drones are been pretty big. You saw what happened, all the drones that hit with Russia and Ukraine, everything else. Drones are a big business. And you know what? The more they blow up, the more they got to replace them. The more they got to replace them, the more money these companies do. All right. Losers, anything else on the losers list? Never really find anything great unless somebody came out some bad news over the weekend. You got a nice little push on this company right here, but I'll be a little cautious. It's up a lot. It's up about 120%. KNW. Nice little push on that one. This is garbage. And this thing is just flying. You know, somebody this CRCL, this one is just doing great. I mean, are we going to see another $200 stock? I don't know, but very, very volatile stock. Just be very careful. Unless you're a category 5 trader, stay away from it. Hood's doing pretty well too, right? Well, Hood's doing pretty well. Oh, Hood took a little bit of a hit. Hood did pretty well last week. I forgot to mention that one. Obviously, Bitcoin doing pretty well. So, yeah, put that one on that. I'm going to put that on the list, though. Anything else out there? That pretty much does it. All right, anything I'm missing, cyber traders? Anyone on social media? All right, listen, don't forget, Traders Talk today. We got a busy week. We got podcasts that are going on this week. We got Tom Busby going on. We got Kathy Lynn. We got Price Headley coming on tomorrow. We got a lot of great speakers, so make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're going to be broadcasting that live on social media, so make sure you subscribe to it, like us, friend us, and make sure you ring that bell. All right, guys, let's get ready for the market to open up. We got about 15 minutes, and so don't go anywhere. If you want to join our trading room, if you're watching here on social media, all you need to do is just click on that little link right there and scan that QR code, and we'll get you in there. You can come and join us. We're here all day. And, you know, for the past 35 years. So come and join us. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading. Trade safe. Remember, it is Monday. Don't get too cocky. All right. Me and Josh will be back with you in 15 minutes.